2, 1. Welcome to Y3TI podcast.
Fuck you, gameplay.
Fuck, Jack! Okay. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Y3TI podcast. I'm your host, Dean from DoTV, with my other host, at Julian Homan, or Julian Homan, say hi.
Hi, everyone.
With Michael from Gnarly TV. Every Friday.
Hello.
And Jack from the Frosty Eternal.
Oh shit, what up?
And as always, this is the second episode of the Y3TI podcast, and we're gonna try our best. To start off, we're gonna go with a bit more humorous end, talk about straight edge kids and why they're the most fucking annoying pricks on the planet. Basically, what a straight edge kid is. Straight edge kid is someone who doesn't smoke, drink, or do any form of drug, but they'll fucking rub it in your face over the fact of how much better they are than you. Like, I'm a smoker. I smoke cigarettes almost fucking constantly. Julian's also a smoker, which, yeah, it's disgusting, but fuck off, mind your own business.
You're gonna die young.
We're all
You're
gonna
gonna die
fucking young. And there's always that one kid at a fucking party who's straight edge, and he just irritates everyone with it. Like, I don't need liquor, or I don't need alcohol, I don't need weeds, you know?
God, I know someone like that, and it annoys me so much, dude, because he's one of those young kids that's trying to become one of those up-and-coming aspiring rappers, you know? And then he always talks about like how he gets so fucked up and like everything he does, but then in real life he doesn't touch alcohol, or he doesn't touch cigarettes. He touches nothing like that at all.
No, the aspiring rapper kids are bad enough on their own. When they become straight edge too, that's just fucking shit. And I'm saying this from the perspective of someone who I was basically a straight edge kid like 2 years ago. I'm still clean. Well, I do drink alcohol now, but like I don't smoke or anything like that. But fuck it, if you want to smoke, smoke. It's not my fucking problem. I'm not the one dying young.
Yeah, fair enough. It's also just like the fact that actually bringing back to internet rappers too. You can't be a fucking internet rapper going, I ball hard, I do this, and then not actually do any of it.
I know.
Oh,
It's so stupid.
Most internet rappers are so fucking shit.
yeah.
The only like, I might also be slightly biased because I fucking hate rap. But I mean, if I think, were you on TeamSpeak when that God Mode guy did his freestyle rap?
Okay, wait, no, hold on, Jack. I've heard your bars. I've heard your internet raps. We have a mixtape.
No.
We have a mixtape from Jack.
You're not playing that fucking
Let me
shit.
just let me freestyle what I remember.
No,
I have my knife on my bed. I have my bed. I have my computer. I have my monitor. I have my masturbating tissues. I've got masturbating
That's
issues.
not even what I fucking said.
That was
not
his
even what I
exact
fucking said.
fucking words.
Dude, that's what God Mode said. That's not what I said. He fucking ripped you off.
Oh, shit.
Basically, okay, we need to give people who listen to this fucking context. So there was this freestyle rap event on TeamSpeak. This guy under the username of God Mode, who's actually a really good rapper, and I'm saying this as someone who hates rap generally. He was doing this rap freestyle on the TeamSpeak channel, and then towards the end he said, "Hey, anyone else want to try and rap?" And I was like, "Hey, it's worth a try. I may as well just try and do it. I'm probably gonna be shit, but I'll try and do it." And I start rapping. And then, like, halfway through, God Mode just cuts me off and starts ripping me off based on literally everything I've said. I mean, it was funny, but wow.
Masturbating issues. Alright, we'll move on to the next topic point, because Julie and Mike also need to speak. The Zuma riots. Now, this is a local thing for most of us. We're all from South Africa. And our president right now is Jacob Zuma, and obviously a lot of people don't like him. But my argument is, I personally feel like the Zuma riots aren't doing anything. They're completely useless, and I'll let Julian explain why.
So this is on the day it happened, on Friday. I was still at school with my teacher, and so many kids weren't there because they were all at these riots, and the riots consisted of people walking for like 45 minutes to his house and trying to kick him out. But he's not going to listen because he's got 738 charges against him. If I can't remember if that's right or not, but it's somewhere close to there. Like, you really think he's gonna care if people go to his house
Yeah.
and it's a peaceful protest, and nothing gets done with peaceful protests?
I wouldn't say the peaceful protest argument that's really the driving force for me. I feel like they're not effective because it's not affecting anything that actually happens in the country. Like, if you're gonna peacefully walk in a fucking street and it's not gonna do shit, like, close down social services, close down the fire department, close
Exactly.
down the
Like,
police.
if you want to actually make a change, you have to hit somewhere hard. You have to make a big change. Like, you can't just. What are you doing? Like, destroying the asphalt very slowly with your socks. Like, like you're not really doing much.
For me, the biggest problem with it was when I got home on Friday, they were all right outside my place, and I was just standing there looking at like, how the fuck do I get home? I have to walk through this mass of fucking retards to try and get home. And the sad part is, like 99% of them were white too, so it's literally just representing white interests. And like, I know there's a lot of arguments against that, but for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it needs to have some sort of point. You can't just fucking riot because riot. You know what I mean? Like, you've gotta close down some system that people actually like need. You've gotta fucking close down water reserves. You've gotta close down fucking services. That way, that's the only way anything's gonna be done, basically. All right.
Yeah, that's true. No, but like one thing that annoys me is like all the people who actually thought they were gonna make a change. They woke up like 4 in the morning. They got to Pretoria like, I don't know, extremely early. And there was this one family, right, who were those type of people who just thought this was gonna make the biggest change. They got up extremely early. They were outside his house extremely early, but they didn't understand that there's people fighting for his side as well. There were thousands of people outside his house, and that family that went early, that believed they were going to make an actual change, all got bricked and had to be sent to the hospital.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's not
Wait,
cool. I didn't
people
hear about that.
The people are actually defending him, though.
Yes, dude, because they don't know who else to support.
Because he is the way the Zulu culture works. He is the leader. He's their king, basically. So they have to defend his honor.
Yeah.
Whether it's in their beliefs, that's in their best interest. No matter how much shit Zuma does, he's their king. He is their chief, whatever you want to call him. He's in charge. So what he says is law to the Zulus. So of course they're gonna fucking defend him. It's their culture. They're defending their culture.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. But I don't want to stay on this for too long, especially because Mike hasn't said a fucking word yet. Dude, you're still alive.
Yeah, I just didn't like talking about like any of this stuff.
Alright, well then we'll talk about something more colloquial. Is the media dying? And now, what I mean by this is news outlets changing? Are they staying the same? And are they actually providing new things? Because my thing is, to be in media nowadays, you don't need any credentials anymore. You don't need to study. You don't need to become fucking 3 years in law, 3 years in this. You only need an internet connection and a mic, exactly like this. And all you need
Literally
to do,
what we are doing right now.
and all you need to do is spout bullshit or your opinions. The greatest example of someone who I think is a really, really shitty media influence is fucking Keemstar. And that's just because of his aggressive nature in the way he discusses colloquial news. And it's difficult to explain. Like, I could go on a fucking hour about Keemstar, but I don't know, I just want to hear what you guys think, specifically Mike.
On like Keemstar or just everything in
Just
general?
media and Keemstar.
I don't really have anything to say about Keemstar. Like, I think he's so irrelevant now. Like, just
Yeah.
leave him irrelevant. I don't know. Like, but I do think like media is definitely has like a really bad effect on it now. Like, I don't think anything positive when I think about it. It's like maybe back when it was like a lot less easy to become famous or just like popular on media. I think then there was a lot more positive in a way. Like now it's better, but I think there's a lot more consequences to everything. Because while you can get popular easily, like you can also get like really popular in a bad way easily. So yeah, it's just like, and also everything doesn't really help media. It kind of just drives itself into the ground.
It's true though, but media's, I would argue that media has changed in a better way in today's society, because back in, let's say, the 40s, 50s, when newspaper outlets were the only were the only way of getting news on the radio, propaganda could have been easily spread. Like alternative facts could easily be spread. Nowadays we can fact check everything if we really want to. So it's good and it's bad. I just feel like today's media is a lot more toxic in the way that they do things. Like ethics have gone out the fucking window completely.
You hear there was a big thing, I'm not sure how long ago, like a few months ago, where this one media site, the one guy, paid journalist for the site, had to write an article on some famous, I think that's one of the Kardashians or something, getting breast implants, and he literally wrote this article. The article was basically his resignation, but because no one edited it, and he could just upload it straight to their website, it got through. A lot of people saw it, and they were like, "Yeah, what the fuck is up with the media today?"
Yeah, I saw that. For context for Julian and Mike, because I don't know if they heard it. It's basically this dude who he's a professional journalist. He studied like really hard to get where he is, and he was writing for quite a prestigious newspaper. And what happened was, he thought he was actually going to do shit that's changing the world and affecting it, but instead he was getting paid to write about the Kardashians' assholes and about fucking celebrities sucking other celebrities off. So what he did was he signed his resignation by literally saying, like, what the fuck is wrong with this newspaper forcing actual journalists to write about this stuff. Like, I don't know if you two have any opinions on that.
Well, I've heard about it. I've heard everything that happened there. Like, even though, like, on that whole topic, I completely understood why he did it. You know, like, that's a pretty cool thing to quit like that. I don't know. But then he really fucked up there.
How so?
Like, that was a really bad move, considering, like, yes, it might not be the news most people want, but it is actually the majority of news people want. It's just about, like, celebrities and anything that's happening. It's like, it's sad that, yes, people study for years, but that's just the only media that's actually being properly reported nowadays.
It's because, like, no, I actually get your point of view. It was kind of fucking stupid of him at the same time, because that is what people want. You can't change what the people want. You can't, like, tell someone, for example me, who has no interest in fucking NASCAR or something, and shove NASCAR down my throat. You're giving me the wrong media, then I'm not interested in your paper, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. You're just creating bad attention to the newspaper.
Yeah, like, it's actually, you know what? I never thought of it like that. It's good and it's bad. It's great that he has his own ethics on what he wants to do, but at the same time,
definitely.
you can't write what people don't want to see. You can't make videos what people don't want to watch. People want to be entertained. They want to laugh. They want to enjoy something. And if people want to know about the Kardashians' thick, crusty asshole, then they're gonna know about that thick, crusty asshole.
Yeah, fair enough. I just think, like, serious things aren't getting covered, like the terror attacks. Like, so few people knew about the terror attack in St. Petersburg. They fucking bombed a whole train station and no one knows about it. It hardly received any attention. Then Sweden, there was a terror attack. I think I brought it up when we were discussing what topics to speak about, and none of you guys knew about it, did you?
No.
Like, that's my point. The serious stuff isn't getting covered.
Okay, but I would argue also, like, in the defense of the media, like, I know I'm the one who brought up, like, is media dying? In the defense of the media, they're just printing what the people want. They're just making their own livelihoods. Could you imagine if all they covered was the dark shit? Constantly, fucking Trump is busy licking off this guy. Like, why all my fucking metaphors involve sucking off guys? It's just what the people want, dude, and you can't blame the newspaper. You can't fault the newspaper for not bringing awareness to certain topics. It doesn't sell newspapers. It doesn't make them money, and then it puts them out of business and fucks them over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're just trying to make a
Wait,
profit,
can I just say something?
which is becoming increasingly
No,
difficult
Jack,
these days.
Jack.
YouTubers
Yep,
like us.
Jack. Okay, yeah, go, Mike.
Like, the thing with how we didn't really like know about the terrorist attacks and stuff, I think like it's almost like better like that because let's be honest, like I don't really care about them. Like if it's happening like overseas, like they know about it, and that's fine. You know, like where it's happening, as long as they know about it, and like the most important people will know about it. Like for us, it's just kind of like a distraction, I guess. If we just keep thinking about this stuff, like it's important, but it really like doesn't affect me. I can't do anything about it. All it's gonna do is just like kind of put a bad image in my head.
Well, you can change your Facebook profile picture to the French flag, as we all know that's very fucking effective.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
building off your point, that does make sense to me, because it's the exact same thing as we're saying over the Zoomer. If you're having no actual effect on the conversation, and you can't do anything about the effect, like aside from donate, you don't really have much right in saying, this is happening to me, I feel so fucking triggered. Speaking of triggering, we should move on to the next topic point. Tumblr and your guys' thoughts. Let's start with Mike.
No, do someone else first, because like I don't want to be the leading talk for Tumblr. I'm like so.
Julian.
No.
Yo, I don't have much to say about Tumblr, just SJWs, dude.
Well, it's the same thing, so build off SJWs and how they link into Tumblr.
Yo, no, I have so much to say about SJWs, I can't just link it to Tumblr, but I'll try Tumblr.
Alright, go.
I'll try. I guess the whole problem around Tumblr, like it's not a bad app at all. Like it's actually quite cool. It works. It's kind of like Instagram, but not really and shit. I don't know. It's not that bad. But then the whole reason there's this whole stigma connected to Tumblr for a majority of people is because of everything that's come from Tumblr.
Yeah.
Everything that's come out. Like all the shit like Tumblr was where fucking feminism started. And that's just what it is. That's where all the whole gender confusion came from, you know? And like that's where everything's voiced on there, and that's where just all those problems come from.
I think they didn't help themselves with the stigma by getting so defensive over the stigma. If anyone,
Yeah.
this is just for anyone who's listening. This is just a fact of life. If anyone says you're a fucking filthy asshole, dude, I need to stop talking about assholes. You're a filthy fucking person. You're a filthy fucking person. You don't respond and you don't get triggered back. You either respond in a comedic way or you just don't respond. Because what people struggle to register is when they insult you, like, for example, I'm fucking talking to Julian, I say, Julian, I fucking hate you, dirty cunt, you know what I mean? See, now I'm straight. I'm a big boy. I talk about pussy on this show. Like, if Julian responds being like, no, you're a fucking asshole, you know what I mean? Then
That's too far.
yeah, then my thing is, I'm gonna get triggered, and that's gonna start an argument. But if Julian says, oh, okay, I guess I am a filthy cunt, I've got no response. It shows self-awareness, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Mm.
Let's move on to Jack's opinions on Tumblr.
Well, I'm gonna start off on the whole feminist thing. Like what Julian said, it started on Tumblr. It didn't. It's the latest wave of feminism started there.
Toxic feminism.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, trust me, I know a lot about feminism, and I know at least the third wave at least started now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third fucking wave.
Round 5 is gonna be dogs, dude.
Well, it wasn't so bad in the beginning, and if we go to dogs, it's no longer feminism, it's furryism. Talking about furries, I read today that 9gag's planning on adding a furry section.
Gross.
Fucking kill me now.
Of course, 9gag.
9gag. Jack, you use 9gag, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's honestly.
No. I know that, and like, because I've seen this now, I'm just like, what the actual fuck? Why? Why would you do this? And I guess Tumblr is kind of, in a lot of ways, it's similar to Tumblr, but the community's viewpoints are quite different. Very contrasting to Tumblr. But I mean, like, if I think about being a part of a community like this, like, you get all the subreddits as well. It's the same sort of community. When you're in these sort of communities, you kind of blinded to how your community's views are. Like 9gag can often be very anti-feministic, and it sometimes annoys me. But like I'm willing to put up with it because I use 9gag and I am exposed to their views because most of these posts are these views. So I think if we all used Tumblr for like a month, it would probably change our worldviews a lot. Not for the good, I don't think, but we would probably understand where all these triggered SJWs are coming from much better. So I don't think we can really just straight up judge them. I think some of them we can judge because they really, really do try and impose their views on everyone else. The ones that are always fucking triggered. But otherwise, like, I don't know, give them a fucking chance.
Yeah, I get what Jack's going for. He's saying that each community has its own views aligned, and those contrasting views cause toxicness. So if we used Tumblr, we'd probably be fucking feminists ourselves. Anyway, Mike, your opinions.
I think Tumblr is actually cool. Like, I'm just gonna talk about the website now. I think I've gone over all this cancer
Alright, I
bit.
think we're gonna kick Mike
You know,
out of the
Tumblr.
podcast.
No, I've used Tumblr. It's actually like I enjoy it. You know, like I'm an artistic person. It's pretty nice. I mean, you have your own like little domain, your little. You can make a magazine on there and stuff. Like it's just great. You actually have a lot of opportunities. I think this is always like a small niche inside Tumblr, and then people are like, oh, Tumblr's cancer. I mean, it is cancer, but it's like there's still some good in there. You know, I'm gonna be the one that's kind of gonna contrast. So everyone in the comments is gonna be like, you don't know about Tumblr. It's actually really cool. Tumblr is actually great because it is cool. So yeah.
So you actually enjoy Tumblr, like, but the thing is, we're not. I wouldn't downright like fucking kick Tumblr out of the way, dude. It's just, I think from my experience personally, the only enjoyment I've ever had on Tumblr was like one good joke I saw maybe fucking 3 years ago, and since then it's either just really shitty memes or it's. I get from your artsy aspect, it's great. Like
Or like Dan and Phil. Like it's just Dan and Phil.
Oh yeah,
like
fuck
everywhere.
Dan Phil. Like, no, those guys are probably super nice, but your community gives me fucking ass AIDS, man. Not anywhere else in my body AIDS, just specific ass AIDS, because I feel like I've been raped so many times.
Again, talking about assholes, Dean.
That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'm coming out of the closet, maybe I'm not. Maybe this is where I come on my fucking soapbox. Huh? Come up my arsehole. Sorry, what? I've been on Tumblr and I enjoy cinema. I enjoy cinematography a fuck ton, dude. Like, if any of my like talents could be attributed to anything, it would be cinematography and editing. And Tumblr is great for that. Like, I've seen some of the posts on there. It's nice. It's just, I think overall the community has been kind of stapled by the feminist wave. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It has quite overshadowed people's opinions and views of Tumblr.
Alright, moving on. SJWs. Julian, you said you're quite passionate about this one. Off you go.
Okay, when I talk about social justice warriors, I'm talking about all the left liberals going, Trump isn't my president, that he's a racist, that
I like
I
that.
don't know that he's sexist.
I think
Like
that's
exactly.
awesome.
Like, well, he's not like the best,
I
but
know
like he's not as
He's
as he
cool.
is.
I don't think like I would suck Trump's dick, but I might just give that rat face a little twitch. It's just, I don't know. I don't think he's. Well, I'll talk about it more. I'll let you go on. Sorry, dude.
I think he's the best president I've ever had.
I doubt that. No, I don't agree with that. That's too broad of a statement for me.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't agree with that.
I think he's the most vocal president they've ever had. Sorry, Julian, go, dude. We'll talk about Trump later on.
Yes, again with SJWs, like all the people going, not my president, who are all members of the LGBT community, like or supported or feminists or whatever. Like I have nothing against any of them, but most of them don't know all the facts when they're talking about it. Even though yes, they might go through it, but they might not. They might only know it from someone else's experience. but they always believe their opinions are right. And now with the whole Trump thing, like, they're just dividing the country. Like, if they want their rights of free speech and everything, and they've used it to their full extent, not letting other people use their free rights of speech, and like, that's what creates civil wars. And that it's kind of like dying out and everything, but that's what looked like what will eventually happen in America. But now, just, I think most of them are starting to just realize that they're not actually making a difference. But there's still that select group out there who have no clue what they ever talk about, but they still think they are so much better than you.
Yeah, okay. So, when you talk about social justice wars, you're talking about the toxic aspect. Not even the toxic aspect, the more, let's say, abrasive, kind of, in your face.
Ignorant aspect. They kind of just join something they think seems cool, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that, dude. Like, record? 3, 2, 1. Technical fucking. I hate you.
Technical.
I love how you all
Leave it in.
No, I'm leaving that shit. No, fuck you guys. We had technical difficulties. This is our channel meme, and let you fucking leave me to do it by myself. I hate you.
Technical motherfucking difficulties, bitch!
Didn't you hear me?
Alright. Julian, carry on with what you were saying.
No, I was done there, dude. I wanted to hear your guys' opinions on everything now.
Oh, okay, so we're talking about toxic feminism. Like, not feminism, fuck, SJWs. So, Julian's point is, it's cool to be social justice warriors. Like, dude, it's activism, you know? You want to get change done, you get change done. You do it in an effective way, building off the Zoomer point. I guess what I would say, personally, is SJWs can be good, they can be bad, but the ones that are against Trump are dividing the country completely. And I don't think Trump really deserves that much hate. Yes, he's obnoxious. Yes, he's a bit of a fucking twat. But, dude, there are so many people who are fucking twats in power. And just because you don't like them doesn't mean they won't get shit done. And obviously he's not. So far, dude, I would say he's not been a very good leader. He's made very fucking questionable decisions. If you want to talk more about dividing, I think just root for Trump, and maybe you can get more things done with honey. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, but then, like, you can also like talk about it from the perspective that he's filling in his promises. That he said he was going to build a wall. A lot of people wanted it, and he's actually fulfilling his promise of actually doing something that intense.
Yeah.
Mexicans aren't paying for it anymore, but that doesn't matter.
Obviously it's not going the way he wanted it to, because, dude, it's not going to be effective in any case. But I'm changing. I don't think.
Yeah, he's still actually getting it done.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think he's such a bad guy.
He's doing what he promised. He's doing what he promised. What he promised weren't the best things, but a lot of people don't seem to realize that. Or maybe we're just looking at it from a biased viewpoint as well.
Yeah, that might be. And Mike, you're a Trump supporter all the way, dude. So what's your thoughts on him?
No, I'm not really, but I mean, it doesn't affect me. I can't really have like a very big voice on the subject, but I mean,
I think
what I can say is that,
you though, because it's international. It's not just a colloquial thing. Whoever's in charge of the U.S. does affect our economy.
It affects the world's economy.
It affects everyone.
Yeah, they're one of the biggest superpowers in the world. But then again, we've survived so long with Putin in power, and he's not a bad president, it's just he's so much Russia. Like, he doesn't give a shit about... I don't even think he's that much of the corrupt. He's actually a fucking genius. I just think, like, he doesn't have the interests of the world. He has the interests of Russia only. And he is also quite a selfish person.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've survived... I don't know, how long has Putin been in power?
He's pretty much a dictatorship at this point, dude. He's been going for years.
Yeah. And he's the Russian equivalent of Donald Trump, and
yeah.
I mean, he's a lot smarter than Trump, but the world survived so long with him in power. I don't see how Trump's gonna make such a big deal, because I don't think Trump's smart enough. I don't think Trump's smart enough to make enough of a difference, even.
Yeah, carry on, Mike, as you were saying.
Well, I don't know what I was saying. Well,
I
Trump's just a dude. No, he's just a dude. There's nothing like special about him. He just thinks he can be a president and became the president because he's popular. I mean, if he didn't like have some kind of if he just didn't have money, like that's the only reason he has fame.
yeah.
So he's just kind of a person who just got these opportunities because of his like whatever his upbringing. So it's not like he's really done anything to deserve this. But I mean, whatever, America, they just screwed. Whatever. Cool.
I think Trump isn't a bad guy. I just don't think he's fit to be president, because it's great that he's keeping his promises, but so far, dude, he's only been in office for a couple months, and as it is so far, his presidency is not. And I'm a non-biased person. I like to say I'm fucking full-blown Republican to an extent. Like, I believe in a lot of the ideals that they try and push out. It's just, to an extent, dude, like, he's just not been a good fucking president. He's fucked up too much, and it's only been a few months. And like, if you look back at the old administration, Obama, yeah, he was boring, but he didn't fuck up all the time. Yeah, I don't know.
The other thing about Trump is fucking hypocrisy. A lot of big thing that's come up lately with the Syria bombings. So about 4 years ago on his Twitter, Trump said a whole bunch of shit about Obama for bombing Syria. And Obama at least got some sort of permission to do so from the rest of the government. Trump basically just pressed a button and bombed them.
That's really fucked up, dude. You can't have a democratic society and then just make decisions on your own.
I don't think he just pressed the button and bombed them. Like, I'm pretty sure there was a lot more that went on behind the scenes. I don't think it's that easy to just bomb a country.
I'm sure there's more to it. I'm sure there's more to
But
it.
I mean, there was a lot of outcry from the internal government about what he did, which didn't happen when Obama did it. And a lot of people, I haven't read deeply into it, but a lot of people are saying it's because Trump didn't get all the permission he was meant to get. He got some sort of permission, obviously, because he can't have 100% control over those sort of things. But I don't think from what I understand, he didn't get all the permission he was meant to get.
But it also might be the bias of everyone who's in internal government, because you gotta remember, everyone hates Trump. Everyone in the fucking internal government hates his ass. And that's because of what he did, dude. He's just some regular dude, well, not regular dude, very rich, very privileged dude, who just used that...
Very orange.
Very orange, man.
Literally the greatest meme of all, the greatest meme of all time.
Yeah, dude, like, he stole that victory. I actually want to ask this, Julian, what the fuck do you think about him winning? I'm impressed. I will say I'm very impressed.
Why impressed?
Because, dude, like, it was just a fucking shock for me. Everyone was like, Hillary's gonna win, Hillary's gonna win, Hillary's gonna win. But when fucking Trump won, dude, it just took me by storm, I guess. I was just impressed by how this very obnoxious, sort of in-your-face person did this, you know what I mean?
Well, the whole reason it came to a whole shock to America that Donald Trump won was because all the major news outlets that were reporting on the election, they didn't broadcast Trump's true numbers because they just thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
They thought it was too funny to be serious, so they didn't show it, and they just showed Hillary's, which obviously is going to mean everybody's going to think Hillary's going to win. But the fact that they never reported Donald Trump's true influence is the whole reason everyone was surprised. And I don't think it came to a shock to me at all, because I knew what they were doing.
I don't know, dude. Let's say I'm more impressed, and I'm also impressed by, that does speak volumes about America's general society preferences. Because, dude, he's not a reserved man, if I could say that much. And Americans are known for being very abrasive and very loud. But I didn't think to that extent. I didn't think that their leader would literally be what America represents. And that is kind of sad, dude. I will say that much. It is sad.
There's also a big difference between what America represents and who's working to do it.
Yeah. I feel like if it was someone else who didn't have the history of Trump, everyone would be okay with it. They wouldn't be so triggered by it. It's just Trump's general nature kind of pushed everyone over the edge, and I think we've been on this topic point for too fucking long now, actually. Jesus, alright, we'll move on to the next one. In the back of movies and how I feel. Well, this is more my topic, I don't know. Because, like, everyone here has some degree of, like, knowledge about movies. I don't think it's fair that actors and actresses get all the limelight for movies that they basically were just the faces of.
Yeah, that's really true.
And, like, I'll let Mike take away some of this because he's got a lot of knowledge when it comes to film.
Well, I think they do get some kind of like respect, but I feel like it's more like very official things like at the Oscars and stuff like that. But I think just like in normal life, everyone's like, oh, that was fucking cool. Well done to the actors on this hard one. But like no one actually is really. I mean, everyone's dumb anyway. Like, I think Suicide Squad, they actually won like best costume design or something. Once
they did.
Like over like it's just like well done. You've literally it's not best costume design. It's like best like smart design because it obviously Harley Quinn is just like
But
it
wasn't
let's
Best
see
looking ass of
let's see which
2016.
characters people are gonna.
I don't think they got it for Harley Quinn. I think they got it for what's his
I would
fucking
say
name?
Killer Croc or Deadshot.
Killer Croc.
No,
Killer Croc.
Yeah, like
that
why?
was pretty impressive
Croc,
costume design.
but dude,
No.
Croc
But
isn't even that
I still
hard.
don't feel like they deserved it. They I don't think they deserved it still.
Croc's design
Killer
wasn't
Croc
that
looks so
hard.
awkward though. Like
He doesn't seem natural, dude. It's fucking weird, actually. He looks like an animatronic, literally.
and his mouth like barely moves. He can't show any emotion, so I don't think there's really that much great stuff about him. But I just think that they just like these people who actually like officiate this and decide who wins. They probably just like sat outside like on their porches on Halloween and they're just like, let's see who dresses up the most, and they saw like 20 million Harley Quinn. And like, okay, let's just give it to Suicide Squad then, because everyone dressed up as Harley Quinn. It's just like, no, just stop.
That's fucking great, actually. That's one way of seeing it. Technical
Technical
difficulties.
Technical
So much.
difficulties.
Technical.
Oh, wait, I said it. I
You
said it.
didn't
you
even fucking say it.
Yeah.
I said it.
Where the fuck are you? Are you playing
Nah, I'm here,
Battlefield?
dude. I'm not saying that shit. No. I'm just chilling here.
Alright,
You know, Julian's the only one that has to say it. Julian just has to say it now.
Yeah, go. Now you're by yourself.
Like, I'm just gonna say it fucking normally, dude.
Say it.
Okay, so we just had technical difficulties, so we'll just be returning back to the talking point.
Yeah, fucking asshole. Okay, as I was saying, yeah, dude, like, maybe. I think that might have been one of their voting processes, but, like, notoriously, the Oscars is very corrupt when it comes to who they decide who gets best fucking picture in any case. Because it's public knowledge who the judges are, and it's just, like, they fucking deliberately. I read on that Netflix, the only reason why it's so majorly popular is because of the Oscars they won through bribing the judges. You know what I mean? So
Wait,
Yeah,
so
but,
they
like,
actually was it
the
released that
way-
they actually bribed?
they were bribed, dude. Like what happened was they would shower them with gifts, and then they would like set up intentional advertisements around their areas which the judges lived. If you get what I'm saying, which is actually
yeah.
fucking brilliant.
But,
Yeah.
but like I think
like,
the way like Oscars also work is that it's like if your movie is about a gay person or a transgender person, you've already won
Yeah,
an
pretty
award
much.
right there.
Dude, if
Yeah.
Or if it's in another language as well.
if your movie has Jews and the Holocaust, you fucking won. End of story. You don't, dude. Your story could literally just be about like a fucking retarded Jew in the encampment. Instant winner, dude. You're fucking walking around.
Yeah.
I don't want to get
well then-
chambered.
My YouTube channel been
It's
the
actually
because I'm a
fucking
retarded
terrible.
Jew.
Yeah, well, we know that, dude. My point is, the Oscars, the Oscars are just fucked, man. Like, they're so desperate to look, what's the word, politically correct, that they'll just vote in bad movies that, that kind of fit their mold. Like, I heard La La Land mistakenly won, and then Moonlight won. And Moonlight's a shit
And realize
movie.
not gay people or gay person.
No, Moonlight's just about a black dude who was like some slave or some shit. Something involving race.
I have-
No, he's
I
gay.
haven't seen La La
He's gay.
Land or
Yeah.
Moonlight.
Wait, is he
Oh,
gay?
yes, I've seen it. He's gay.
Oh, for
Yeah.
fuck's sakes. See
It's
what
a
I'm
black
saying?
gay guy. Of course, it wins an Oscar.
Dude, I'm gonna make a movie where I just combine everything that's politically correct and see what the fuck happens. I'm gonna make a transgender black
Transgender.
person who also is married to an
gay.
Asian woman who's adopted their children, and they both happen to be transgender men. Fucking Oscar
And
winner.
the movie's in another language. The movie's
Wait,
in another
you
language,
need
and
the-
it's filmed like as a square.
Yeah, dude. And then
You-
all
you
they
need-
have to say, that one line they have to say over and over and over and again, is Allah, 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 Allah.
But they need to one of the kids they adopt has to be autistic
Fuck yes.
as well.
He has to be in a wheelchair. He has to be retarded. I'm
No,
gonna select
they're
him from
all
the
autistic.
orphanage.
All their children are autistic.
Yeah,
Every
Either
one of
Down
their
syndrome.
children.
There has to be one with Down syndrome and one with autism.
yeah, dude. And
They both all have Down syndrome and they're autistic.
They have retard battles on whose whose disease is worse. That's beautiful. Dude, I'm gonna get fucking lynched for saying this. Dude, we went completely off topic. As I was saying, the stars who get all of the praise, like fucking Ryan Reynolds and shit, they don't really deserve it. If anything, the editing crew and the sound design should be walking that red carpet.
Well, I think did a really good job in Deadpool because a lot of his lines were improv.
Yeah.
So I think that was really impressive. But I still think editing crew. Is there even a Oscar for the editing crew? I know there's
Yeah,
for the
they
costume
get
design.
one. They get one.
Yeah, there is
But it's not really
sound editing as well.
Yeah, it's not really like fucking like even the claps. I don't know if any of you actually watch the Oscars. The claps are like, well done, dude. Even though you put this entire movie together and
Yeah.
it's literally not possible without you. Here you go. Only because you don't have a chiseled
Oh.
fucking jaw and a big ass cock.
But also another thing. I mean, look, we've got friends who can act reasonably well. I mean, look at fucking Sebastian, and we do editing all the time, us. And fuck, editing is a fuck ton more difficult than acting. I mean, we could all go act in a play now. We could probably do decently, but fucking hell, editing. I haven't
Acting is
uploaded.
hard. Acting is hard. Like I won't disagree with that. Acting
Yeah,
is
it's hard, but I mean, like I haven't edited. I haven't uploaded in about 3 weeks because I just can't get the editing done because it's fucking difficult.
It's time consuming.
Yeah, and our editing is a lot different to their
Yeah.
editing. Obviously, it's
Ours
completely different.
is so simple. Our editing is so fucking simple.
And like theirs is big budget pictures. Right, so have we talked about the introverts yet, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Have we?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Alright. Fucking technical. Alright, whatever. Technical difficulties. Moving on.
Does that count as technical difficulty?
I don't
think
care
it does.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
Just
on
leave it,
me.
just leave it.
There's gotta be 3 technical difficulties per fucking episode.
And we have to talk about Suicide Squad every episode.
Every episode, dude, even when we're all fucking 40.
Yeah.
Introverts. Introverts, that's difficult. I think to some degree everyone's introvert. And I think to some degree, like what I'm talking about now is introverts, again, similar to straight edge kids that get in your face about the fact that they literally can't even deal with socializing because they're so introverted.
They're extroverted about the fact that they're introverted.
Yeah, dude, they'll rub this fucking. Okay, you know what? I'm done with cock metaphors, dude. I need to stop. I need to be socially aware.
It's time to stop.
No, gross, Jack.
Wait.
you're kicking me now.
The one thing is that they all like just want a group of people that all talk about like how they're one person. So they're actually doing like exactly what they're saying that they like don't want in a way. You know, they're like, oh, I'm so introverted, but they actually want a group of people to be saying that. You know what I mean? Like, it's screwed.
It's like a
They're doing it
fucking
to try and
cult,
fit in.
literally. Everyone come inside with me, we'll drink
It's
a
a-
punch and talk about
Yeah.
how we're so introverted. Jesus fuck, dude, that's dark.
Like, I honestly think it's stupid. Like, because a lot of those people that claim they're introverted for this or that reason, they can say it in a casual fucking conversation because they're not introverted.
Yeah. I think it's just more people who don't want to socialize but are forced to, and then they have to find an excuse on the reason why they don't want to talk.
Like there's social awkwardness, and then there's just not feeling like getting involved in the conversation. It's two completely different things.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Maybe it's weird for us.
Oh, technical difficulties. Oh no, we are back though. So great. Julian, what upcoming video game are you looking forward
You're the
to?
fucking worst host.
I should just host like a whole episode one time.
Like it's just you having conversations with yourself the entire episode. Go, Jules.
Yeah, but a game I'm looking forward to is Destiny 2 because I still play Destiny 1. I'm a massive fan. Like I don't know why. It's such an interesting game to me now. The trailer for Destiny 2 seems amazing. Everything's gone to shit, and you have to repair everything all over again. And I just think that looks so epic.
You mean Halo 20?
I can see their heads.
Halo 20, yeah, fuck
it's Halo
this game.
20, dude. I fucking hate Destiny.
Fuck.
I just think it's so fucking boring. It's just, god damn it. And this is from someone who loves space games, dude. I fucking Mass Effect Andromeda. I'll come on your Commodore. Like, dude.
Oh no, Jesus!
That game, they really fucked up.
That game is great, dude. I played it personally. The combat's solid. The facial animations, fucking AIDS. But it's a good
5
game.
out of 7.
Dude, the animation.
Dude, I've seen such glitches. What the fuck? That game is a piece of shit.
The game is fucking great. Don't judge a game by its glitches. You love Battlefield because it has fucking glitches, cunt.
No, but they control, dude. You can actually choose it to have them or not.
You can't fucking
Yeah.
choose a
Is it-
glitch.
It's an option.
Choose
It's in
to
the
have a
settings.
glitch.
Choices, you can just turn it.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's nowhere near as often. Like, it's not
It
game
comes with a
breaking.
deluxe edition.
I want my character's animation just to fuck off, please. It's a good game, dude. I just finished it, or like I started playing it today. I fucking love it.
I've never liked any Mass Effect game though.
You like Destiny, so you don't have an opinion.
I know. When Destiny 1 was announced, I really wanted to play it. I never did because I can't afford that shit. No, well, I couldn't afford the shit now. Then I still can't afford it now. But I mean, the idea of it does appeal to me.
It just seems boring. It seems so fucking flat to me. It's like,
No, I'm not gonna lie. It's extremely repetitive, but like, it still keeps you engaged. I don't know.
It's.
I think one thing that I did wrong is like, you don't actually feel like a person in the game. I don't know if you agree with this, Julian, but that's just what I've heard. Like, I haven't played it myself, but like, what a lot of people say is that you kind of just feel like you don't really feel like individual. You know, because your character doesn't talk and stuff, so you just kind of feel like whatever.
You feel grindy.
Well, it depends. It depends.
I don't have a problem with grinding games if it's executed well. Like, fucking WoW actually makes you feel like an individual. It makes you feel like you've got the power to actually stop this giant dragon who's gonna fucking burn. Scary. In Destiny, it's just
Borderlands is a good grindy game.
Borderlands is amazing, dude. I fucking love that shit.
Borderlands is the fucking best.
I would say it needs some improvement, because the second one was fucking a snooze fest. But it was a pretty good grinding game, I guess. Just a little bit more variety, please, is all I'm asking.
Well,
The one on the
Borderlands.
moon was Casper.
Okay, now we get to the game I'm really excited for. That's been confirmed, which is Borderlands 3.
You mean Gearbox's attempt at making the only game they've ever had that's successful?
Okay, Battleborn was a fucking amazing game.
flopped
It's just that it
completely.
happened to be launched a week after Overwatch. Like, literally, they just fucked up the launch date. That was all. Like, people, I've never played it, I've seen gameplay of it, it looked fucking amazing. But there's no player base, literally because it was released a week after Overwatch.
That was kind of their own fault.
Overwatch.
dude. Overwatch, man, Overwatch. I don't know. There's
I honestly think Battleborn is better than Overwatch, and that Overwatch is my favorite fucking game at the moment.
I'm looking
Put it
forward
that
to
way.
Sea of Thieves, dude. That's something I want. Sea of Thieves.
I haven't heard about it. Let me just tab to Chrome and Google that
I
quickly.
think Overwatch is such like a really dumbed down game that they kind of they should add more to it. Like when I played it, it was like I played like a ton of it when it first came out, And
I
get so
want a
bored.
story
It's such a repetitive game.
Yeah.
I want to fucking Overwatch story mode. That's one major thing Battleborn
It's
has
got good
above,
lore.
Overwatch.
I'll give it that. It's got really good lore. Like,
Have you read the latest comic?
yeah,
It's fucking amazing.
Harambe was like made by a fucking dentist on Mars. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Harambe.
I'm saying, have you seen the latest one with Tracer?
Yeah,
Her
no,
origins.
it's good. Alright. I think we're gonna end this fucking podcast here before we bore our users to death.
Tune in for next episode where we have a furry on confirmed, but we will get a furry.
I think we're having Darky next, dude. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning into the Y3TI podcast. This week was probably really shitty. It's because Jack's such a terrible guest and no one likes him.
Oi, you fucking cunt! You
It's-
motherfucking cunt!
Thank you guys so much for watching. The quality's gonna slowly get better as we progress. And as always,
It
Michael.
was better than last week.
Yeah, much better. Because Michael was fucking unaudible.
I literally watched like 5 or 6 minutes of
You can
last
check.
week's one, and
You
I
can
was like,
check Jack out. You
fuck.
can check Jack out where?
The Frost Eternal, or no, sorry, on YouTube it's just Frost Eternal, but just put the link in the comments, Dean.
Alright. And
I mean,
then
not in the comments, in the description.
you can check Michael out where?
At Melody TV, Dean will also do that cancer. I'll just comment on this video, I'll say something cancer. Just look.
Something cancer. Right, and you can check Julian where?
Nah, no need to find me anywhere, dude. I'm good.
At Julian on
Don't find me.
Instagram.
Oh yeah, you can check out my Twitter as well, but that's pretty much, I just use it to share when I upload videos.
And you can check
That's
me out.
at Frost Eternal.
You can check me out, your favorite host, at doTV, youtube.com. As always, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.